Well, how about that for a season opener? Ohio State, again, they entered not number one. The reigning national champions were playing number one, but I think they'll be back on top of the polls pretty soon. 14-7 win for Ohio State. Welcome back to the first edition of the 2025 Notebook. I am Austin Ward, and we've got a handful of Buckeyes right behind this wall over here. Can you shoot right through there? You see what it's still like, a madhouse inside. Matt Patricia is right now at the podium. The Ohio State defensive coordinator makes his debut, spends almost 4 full quarters shutting down Texas and Arch Manning. They win this one 14-7. As I said, they gave up that late touchdown. So we're going to try and grab Patricia as he comes through here. You know, Ryan Day was just hanging out after his availability, and he was talking with Julian Sayin. It's like, this is the start. We didn't want to maybe share all of that insight on the Notebook, but it was cool to watch him. Like this, to go into your starting debut, Julian Sayin. The numbers, you look at them, you might say, well, that's pretty pedestrian, and Ohio State just scores 14 points. That Texas defense is absolutely legit. It's loaded. The mission was win the game. Ohio State did that. The Buckeyes are going to get a lot better from here. Julian Sayin is going to get a lot better than here. Without a handful of drops, and really, as you open up the Notebook, you go through that first quarter, it's like super uncharacteristic stuff right here. Like a drop from Max Clare on a 4th down shot. Ryan Day has the faith, and Brian Hartline has the faith right there. In Julian Sayin to make that play. They don't do it. You saw 2 drops from Jeremiah Smith on the same drive. All that's going on in the first quarter. Those numbers could have looked a lot different. The script could have looked a lot different for Ohio State. You know, that's not to make excuses, but some of that sloppiness you're going to see in week 1. The execution will get better. But again, you're asking him to go play the number 1 team, preseason number 1, in his first true start, first high leverage opportunity. He didn't look rattled by that in any way, shape, or form. So Julian Sayin is in there as well. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to him after his first start, his first win with the Buckeyes on the Notebook. But you know, as we go through it, we're going to get a lot more into the defense here. It's not going to be Matt Patricia to start with. We got a heads up that maybe Luke Montgomery will be coming through, and that was a physical battle for the Buckeyes. There he is right there. Luke Montgomery. Is this the way you would want it? You want to start the year with like one of the most physical tests?
Game. Yeah, just building confidence, executing. You know, I think we could have done a lot better, but this guy, manifesting.
That's the man right there.
What do you mean?
Manifesting the interception right here. I don't want to see it.
That's the man. I appreciate you, baby.
Appreciate you, baby. Dog out there.
Offense and defense both making plays. Congrats to Jermaine.
Ohio boys. Don't forget that. Ohio boys.
I mean, that was exactly what you guys wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like have that game test you down physically. Mm-hmm. You know, I know you want by the middle of the year.
Yeah.
You know, Ryan Day's talking about how different this offense is going to look, but you had to go win this one.
We had to go win it. We had to do whatever we had to do to win. I think we could have executed a little better, but like overall, like just the poise that Julian had in the huddle. I just told him before the game, I'm like, the pressure's not on you right now. The pressure's on the kid from Texas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, there's nothing bad about that. But I'm just saying, like, just go play like you want to play and suit the level of your training. We got you for the rest. Like, we got you up front, and we did that today. So
we spent so much time in camp talking about, you know, can Lincoln Kienholz is an Iron Buckeye. He's got this vibe to him. Can Julian Sayin match that? He's going to command the huddle. Is he going to command the line of scrimmage? You've been out there with him in camp, so maybe today wasn't a learning lesson for you, but this was the first time in a real situation where you guys found out.
Yeah, 100%. I think both of them have done a great job. I think Lincoln and Julian, like they execute and they take command of the huddle like that. And not only that, but it's great to have a veteran offensive line up there. Like we've played in big games like that, so like to have a young guy come in and just execute and keep poise and just execute and just know the schemes and just know what he had to do to get the win. Like, he did a great job. So
right. You got it. First one's out of the way. Go enjoy it.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Congrats. Thanks to Luke Montgomery for stopping right in here. So, as I said, you go through, and Luke touched on it. You're going to find out in these adverse situations against a team with the caliber of defense that Texas has. Like, it's not going to be easy. Running the football was not easy. That's a part as well where Ohio State's going to want improve as they go along. But you look at this drive here as you shift into that second quarter, and that 7-8 minute drive, methodical. It was on the ground. Something that's pretty interesting, and we'll probably talk about this more in the weeks ahead as Ohio State shifts towards Grambling and then Ohio in 2 weeks. That drive was sort of keyed by putting Ethan Onyanwa in there at right guard. Gave Tegra Chabot a little bit of a break, gave Ethan Onyanwa a chance to move some people around, and he and Phillip Daniels on that right side were doing a fantastic job of that. And then you finish it off. You have talk about Ohio State says they're not going to rotate a ton in the opener. And then you get down at the end of that drive, and Nate Roberts, a freshman tight end, is lined up at fullback. He gets a key block. You got Bennett Christian making a block. You have everybody chipping in there to opened the way for C.J. Donaldson to cap that drive off. That was the only touchdown in the first half, obviously, but pretty effective. And we'll talk about that with what they want to do with that offensive line. And Matt,
Hey.
welcome to the Notebook. How are you? Welcome to Ohio State.
Good. Thank you
This
very much.
feels good. I mean, what's going?
I know. This
You're
I
sweating
sweated
through
it.
here?
I sweated it right off. I got to get that back on there. So that's the type of day it was.
I mean, did you make this yourself? Like, is this homemade?
No,
What?
I don't know. This is good though.
Okay, well, it's on there.
Still
it's
there.
on there right now.
Still there.
How did it feel to be? You have to come make your Ohio State debut. You've been coaching a long time. I know you felt pressure in other games, Super Bowls, everything, but this is all eyes are on you in this way. It's a different situation, and the defense played lights out for 4 quarters, gave up 1 drive.
I mean, those guys, just give all the credit to the players. The coaches on the defensive staff were a great game plan, but the players, they went out and just, they played so well. They played fast. They played aggressive. They made some great adjustments. We had to move some things there a little bit in the game because that's a really good Texas team, and Sark does a great job with them. Archer's a great quarterback. I think everyone saw that today. So I just so proud of these guys, so appreciative to be here, and the fans. Oh my gosh! Like
It was so loud.
so loud. And
That was the first time for you. That's the loudest I've heard it.
I've been in loud games before, but not like that. That was amazing, and I love it. I got to go back on defense. We got to make sure we can communicate better because I need that every week, man. That was unbelievable.
So I gave you, I've joked around with you about the hugs and everything. Jermaine walked up. He throws his arm around you right at the start of this press conference.
Yeah.
He makes a huge play. I know he's been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. When you are coaching someone with Jermaine's swagger, confidence, what is it like working with him?
It's great. I mean, just all of that, feed into it because he can do it. He can absolutely be that guy, and he showed it today. He made some unbelievable plays. He's fast. He played aggressive. So proud of him. I just think he's just an unbelievable job all the way through camp. So.
All right, congrats. Go
Thanks
enjoy
so
your
much.
first win at Ohio State.
I appreciate it. That's a big dog. Love you guys. Good, okay?
Yes.
K-Mac, K-Mac, you can't sneak out of here. Come here. What? You got 1 minute, all right? I got to steal it from you. I asked you when you were coming up in the tunnel. The QB sneak there for Arch. I couldn't tell. It's like, I know that Caden got a piece. I know K-Mac got a piece. Edric went low. Who got the most to get that stop in there?
I think Caden Curry, he said he jumped over. I think so. He told me. I think it was all of us, it was a QB sneak. We practiced that in practice, and I think we were just ready.
The whole mission, I think, for you and Edric both this offseason was how many snaps can you take? I don't even know what the number is. I don't think you know what it is. How did it feel to have that full-time opportunity really for the first time in your career?
I just really like playing at Ohio State. You can't take this for granted at all. And I just thank God for the opportunity to go play at Ohio State and beat the #1 team in the country. And we're coming.
I said this, and Matt Patricia said this is his first time here. He's like, it was so loud. I've been covering this team for 14 years. You've been here now in 3 years. I feel like that was the loudest I've heard it here. You agree or no?
It was loud, man. Man, Buckeye Nation, man, we appreciate them so much. And come back next week against Grambling.
You guys said that you wanted the crowd to make sure that you could false starts, timeouts, make them have to go silent. Could you tell that they were struggling with that communication? You're as close as anybody.
Oh, yeah, they were spooked. That really helped having home field advantage, If we would have played there, it would have been hard for us. But I feel like, the brotherhood is really strong. And, we was going to get that win regardless where we played. All
right, I said 1 minute. It was 2. I'll let you out of here. Go enjoy that win.
All right, y'all.
Caden McDonald, so Matt Patricia, it's, we talked about this going into the game. Like, you're going to overreact. If you lose, it's not the worst thing in the world. But the benefit of playing and scheduling a game like this now is Ohio State won it. It is in the bag. They go 1-0. And, Jerry, last season opener.
We're not even thinking about that.
Oh, okay. All right. One at a time.
Go Bucks.
Okay.
1-0 at a time.
That's right. All right. But so that quarterback sneak and that stop there, I think Ohio State finished with 4 fourth down stops. Ryan Day called those, basically turnovers. So a huge deal for Ohio State to get those. Really effective. But, Caden Curry, Edric Houston, just Caden McDonald making things play in the trenches up there. That was some dirty work that we might overlook a little bit because you had the late Carnell Tate touchdown that was so critical in the fourth quarter. Is that the third? Yeah, start of the fourth quarter. I can't even read my notes at this.
The touchdown was sick. She doesn't even watch the game. She doesn't even want to know that.
Seems like Carnell Tate. Yeah, he's pretty good. So Julian Sayin gets that touchdown right there for the Buckeyes. He'd been building. Were they going to take shots? How effective could they be? that was my question to Ryan Day when he was at the podium in there. It was like, okay, Julian Sayin's numbers could have looked a little bit better if there weren't the drops. Maybe they could have called a more aggressive game. Ryan Day said, yeah, they could have. Maybe Julian Sayin was more ready to do some of those things than he thought that Ryan Day thought he might have been for the first start. But it doesn't matter now because he said just win the game, and Ohio State did that. So Julian Sayin is 1-0, Ohio State is 1-0. And then you can build on that. It's only going to get better from here, you assume, because now you have that win in the bag, and you can effectively turn the next couple of weeks, all due respect to Grambling in Ohio, and then an off week after that, you can effectively have a bonus training camp. There's Julian. Congrats on the first win.
It, yeah.
That throw to Carnell, the catch was pretty good.
Really good catch.
Throw that ball out there to get some of that and feel like you have some breathing room. Take me through the sequence there to turn that game. It was so crucial to put it away there.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive line did a great job protecting up front. Carnell made a great catch. But we're still going on the gas pedal after that. The next drive, we're still trying to score, and that's what we're telling the offensive line and the running backs. We got to run hard and secure the ball and take care of the football.
Coach Day said when he was at the podium, I was just talking about this he said you probably were ready to handle more than he thought you were, and they could have done more. And it's not to go second guess. I'm not playing anything Monday morning quarterbacking with you, but did you feel the speed of the game, the comfort, command, more than maybe even you expected? Because it seems like that's the way everyone else is talking about you right now.
I think my coaches, Coach Day and Coach Fessler, just did a great job of preparing me. The looks that I was prepared to see and the ones we saw in practice were out there in the game. So I think just the preparedness they had for me, to be able to implement the game plan had a lot to do with that.
All right. Well, congrats on the win. I'll let you go celebrate.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, let's head this way. Nick, I think they're winding down in here. Still quite a crowd, bustling. This whole campus was buzzing throughout the day, and now we've got, excuse me, Mike. Mike Bassford, though, he's calling all the shots up here.
Calling the plays. Brian Hartline, first-time play caller. Mike Bassford, first-time post-game moderator.
How do you think it went?
It was, look, it's always just good to get the first one under your belt. I'm sure Hartline feels the same way. It's over with now.
Look at this script right here.
I know. Yeah, this you talk about scripting it out. Yeah, that's
sometimes you have to adjust on the fly.
You do, but all in all, I mean, you're never going to complain about a win over the number one team in the country. So,
you did it, Mike.
I did it.
Congratulations.
What did they do?
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's head down and see what some of the food options are for the Buckeyes. Who's still celebrating the win outside? You can lead the way. By the way, shout out to Letterman Rose Mick Walker. Birm is still on the disabled list. Look at this. We got media wings up here. What's going on? Look at this. Oh my. And we're leaving? What are we doing? Yeah, Birm's got that bum ankle. So, Mick, appreciate you grabbing that video camera for us tonight. What were you saying, your wife, about Carnell Tate's catch?
My wife didn't even watch the national championship game, but she made sure to text me that the Carnell Tate touchdown was sick.
It was pretty darn good.
He's the one guy we didn't get to see. I didn't want to tell him that.
Did he? Yeah, he must have escaped on the other stairway, right? Because we were stationed out there waiting for him. He had the other catch he made is going to be overshadowed. Third down situation. Julian Sayin scrambles out to his right. Ohio State's coming out from its own 20, and just breaks off a little bit of a route, comes back, strong catch, gets two hands on the football, 2 feet on the ground. Obviously, the touchdown's gonna generate most of the headlines, as it should.
Hey, Mama.
Got this guy on.
Sorry.
Oh, you want to be on here? I know you do. All right, cool moment there. All right.
You can't go back that way, sir. You don't have locker room. You can't go back that way.
Okay, just.
If you stare.
Hey, I'm see the thumbs up right there. Thank you. It's television's Adam King. We've been waiting all day for you. Who was your player of the game?
You know what? I just said this. I think of all the Buckeye games I've covered, this is the most complete game I've ever seen.
Wow.
And I don't mean that in like, wow, they played. I just mean that everybody played a part here. And I thought that was so cool. When you think about the defense, Jermaine played great. Caleb's out there like grabbing guys and just moving them to a different position. The D-line, CJ Hicks gets in there. Running back.
Pretty big play at the end. I haven't even got to the fourth quarter yet.
It's just truly amazing. And I think that, more than anything else, gives me, I mean, they beat the number one team in the country. That gives you optimism. That's pretty good. But just the idea that, like, I thought there was a world where we walked away from this game and said, thank goodness Jeremiah Smith is on this team. And that kind of world worries me. We were there a little bit with Marv at times, where you're like, thank goodness we have Marvin.
Yeah.
There is not one player that defines this team right now. Julian Sayin.
This is the longest, windingest road to say you won't pick a player of the game that I've ever heard.
I'll pick a player of the game. My player of the game is Jermaine Matthews.
Oh, okay.
Dude was a stud. Dude deserved it. He's
pretty good.
But I just want to say that's my
I wonder if anybody boldly predicted a Jermaine Matthews interception today.
I wonder if anybody correctly predicted 2 tight end touchdowns. Oh, wait.
CJ Donaldson plays running back.
Oh, okay. And Carnell's not.
And Carnell Tate plays wide receiver.
Okay, well, you know.
So I wonder if anybody incorrectly
2
predicted.
touchdowns is what I said. I said 2 touchdowns.
Okay, I got you.
This is beautiful.
Isn't this great?
Do they know that Birm's not doing it?
Yeah, I just said as we came down the stairs that Mick was operating the camera.
Birm's got a little ankle thing.
And it's on the record that Birm has to pay Mick $100 to do this.
Oh,
so.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Mick does kind of have the look, though, with the vibe.
How was your conversation with Glenn Powell?
Oh, my gosh. I talked to Glenn Powell and Matthew McConaughey.
I still have not seen. I've only heard your impression of your interview with Matthew McConaughey. I haven't actually seen the video yet.
He was, you know what? Let me tell you something. I understand they're Texas fans. Both great guys. Very, very nice. Glenn Powell was great. His dad's an Ohio State alum. I didn't know that.
Okay.
His dad's wearing a Buckeye shirt. He's wearing all Texas. Matthew McConaughey, he's got his obligations, and he still stopped.
He's the minister of culture.
He is. Somebody said he's the Taylor Swift of the NFL or of college football, and I'm okay. Like, you don't have to think of it in a bad way. Like, Matthew McConaughey is a massive movie star hanging out with this one college football team. That's awesome. So that was cool. I think that only personified the magnitude of the game. Then you had, I think, the HUD secretary here walking around with like 8 dudes that were all just like this the whole time.
Sure.
You didn't see him?
No.
Oh, it was insane. It was completely insane. What a game. I'm jazzed.
Do you think that maybe there's something wrong with the Texas culture, at least in regards to the brotherhood? Because that's the last 2 games they played. They've lost them both to Ohio State. It's brutal. It's tough.
It's absolutely brutal.
But I know you love McConaughey.
He's a great, great man.
All right.
This is a great, great moment in my day.
Hey, Nicole. Adam refused
You're
to.
really exposing me right now.
Well,
Hi.
yeah, the
I'm
Smoothie
thirsty,
King,
I'm
Smoothie
sorry.
King and Donatos. It is a
is.
post-game tradition.
What
Adam
did he
basically
do?
refused to pick a player of the game.
Why?
He just said, "Well, everyone was so great."
It was a big team effort. I mean, if
Okay,
can I have 2? Can
yes,
I have 2?
of course.
Well, the obvious. Okay, play of the game. Carnell Tate's touchdown.
Woo, pretty good.
Dang, that was amazing. Player of the game. I think I gotta go Jermaine Matthews.
I love it.
I mean, that was electric.
So
it
good.
changed the momentum. It was awesome. So, play of the game.
And he'll let you
player
know
of the
about
game.
it too.
Oh, he will definitely let you know.
What flavor
Do you
did we
want
get here?
some?
What?
CW, Caribbean Way.
Caribbean Way.
Cheers, y'all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Enjoy that smoothie.
Thank you.
There's a bunch left. I might need to refuel and rehydrate. All right. How about this one? 14-7. We're just going to wind down here. I don't even know how much stuff I have to get into in the second half. We got so many cool interviews. It's exciting to be back. Look at this. Here's the muscle, the brains behind the entire operation. You predicted 14-7, Sasan. I heard you say it before the game. Yep. Man of many words.
That was the ugliest pretty win I've ever seen, right?
I think it goes down as a win.
That's what I'm saying.
A rose is a rose.
We'll take it. I will, absolutely. Best part about 1-0?
I think you get a chance to go 2-0. Hey, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Okay. I don't know if anyone will be down here. Maybe Birm's alive, Mick. I don't know. But I do agree. If we're talking about notebook MVPs for this game, Jermaine Matthews, it's a little bit tough because like the pick, I'm inclined to take Jermaine. Arvell Reese was just an absolute monster. He is a terror. It's going to be a problem for everybody trying to handle him all year. I did not mention, Mick, I don't think, that Kenyatta Jackson, we got the update. Ryan Day said he wasn't sure if he could talk about what the situation was. When you take your helmet away, that tends to only mean one thing. Kenyatta Jackson remained on the sideline for the rest of the game, and he was incredibly active, signaling in, cheering on the rest of the Buckeyes, giving them lots of messages of support. So I think he'll be back soon. Does he need to play against Grambling? I'd say probably not, so you can be careful. You see all this stuff, they're taking down the Big Noon kickoff stage, the college game day stuff as they wind down here. This place was, as advertised, phenomenal atmosphere today. As I said, the loudest I ever can remember it. Putting out game day for Lee Corso right over here in front of Ohio State's bench before the game. Did you get the photo you wanted, Mick?
I did.
Okay, yeah, that that was a very cool moment. Lee Corso came up to the press box to watch some of the second half. So a lot of people up there were thanking him for his contributions to college football and what a great ambassador he's been. Congrats to him on a wonderful career and a legacy as he heads in. See what that means for game day in the future. But, they did a great job. Ohio State wanted to make sure it was a special moment for him and his family. I think it was. I bet a long time ago, $1 million that Lee Corso would wear the Brutus head for his last pick, and he got it right to go out on a high note. A smart one, because Ohio State beat Texas, number 1 Texas. They won't be number 1 for long. The Buckeyes are going to be back in that spot where they ended the 2024 season as they head into week 2 of 2025. Thank you to Mick Walker of Letterman Row, doing some awesome stuff on the recruiting front there. You don't want to miss it. And maybe he did great work with the camera. I don't know. I wasn't really looking at it. But thanks to everybody who stopped, all those Buckeyes and the coaching staff and the players who claimed this win, a 14-7 over the Texas Longhorns to open the 2025 season. Thanks for watching The Notebook. Appreciate 97.1 The Fan, 10 TV Plus. And if you've been listening to the audio only of this, you're missing a really good show, because I think that the behind-the-scenes footage is the best. But thanks for everyone who watched. And enjoy the rest of this holiday weekend. The Buckeyes are 1-0, and they're going back to number 1 in the polls.